Hi, my name is Gonzalo, and I'm the head of London for UHA Architects, and we're very proud to present to you Godrej Aveline. Godrej has a very particular way of approaching design and projects, and they come to us a lot of times with these packages of unique selling points for a particular project, even before the design starts. For Aveline, what they brought to us was we need to introduce the Dutch theme into Bangalore. We hesitated at first because we didn't want to Disneyfy it. We didn't want to make it a pastiche. But the more we thought about it, we took it as a challenge, and we decided to make it a tale of two cities, of how to introduce this layer of Dutch living into a place that needs to be very contemporary, needs to have the density that is necessary in India, and that needs to meet all the challenges that it has in terms of the climate and in terms of the urban context. Aveline, by its own configuration, has a natural tendency to look towards the sunset. And if you think about the fact that you have right on their western side, the best view that you have even after 4 or 5 stories high, and it goes up to 15, is the Yelahanka lake. And having that as a reference and as a reflection, it will for sure be the best time of the day to enjoy it. So this tale of two cities that is Godrej Aveline is very much having to match the density that you have on a Dutch village, and making sure that that speed is there, that quietness is there. And then you add on top of it a very contemporary set of boxes that transform the building into what it is in the skyline. The color palette changes completely from the ground floor to the upper levels, what we call the Dutch levels and the contemporary levels. And it goes from a very varied, very colorful, very tactile type of building to then a much more muted palette of blacks and whites, dark grays and metals, to also subside a little bit the rest of the density that you get from the Indian context. So Bangalore for me is actually Nama Bengaluru, because I lived here between 2014 to 2017. It was a big surprise coming back, and at the time, Yelahanka was something that was very far away. Everybody used to joke that it's on the way to the airport. It doesn't really, it's a nowhere place. And I was so surprised to see the development and the potential that this site has, and the connectivity that it now has to the city. It was really inspiring, and it was great to be a part of it. So I'm actually quite proud and quite happy that Godrej Aveline is a continuation of the story of Godrej in the city, a continuation of my story in the city, and a start of how UHA is going to become a part of the city as well.